Boom, peace intro. What's up, guys? Well, do a little video today, show a couple customs I got done. Oh, and look at that sign I got. Ooh, look at that hot little chickadee. Ow! Well, that's how it was back in the day. Cool sign, cool sign. Anyway, I got, hold on a second. I got Mr. Pruce's cars mounted. Pretty sweet. Got a bigger case. Ta-da! Same thing, just bigger. All I do is I just print a 5x7 picture of my I made that thing in the back. I took a brick wall off of there, then I pasted all that other stuff on there. Took a brick wall off of Google, screenshot it, pasted all the other stuff, sent it off to have stickers made, and now I just use the same thing I made to make whatever size I want. But that's how I'll send it to them. I'm going to go ahead and leave it in this case. I think it'll be okay. Sign and date the bottom. But I have the it'll come off. I still have the other little case that I had the gasser in. I'll probably throw it in the box too, just in case he wants to put one of his other cars in there or something. But try to get that sent off to him now, pretty soon here. Then I got Mr. Kennedy's orange burst and Mr. Deaver's orange burst almost done. Well, I should say done, except I got to finish painting both the engines. These things are a chore, guys. Trust me. They are unbelievable. But anyway, I got to paint both engines. All the other parts, see if I could show you without too much trouble. All the other parts, I mean, they're a chore, guys. Got to paint all them little bitty springs and clips and seats and roll cages, gas. I mean, there's so many parts. I still got to do a little bit more to the interior, but I think I would be pretty much assembling both of them tomorrow, hopefully. I'll go ahead and show you the bodies. What the heck? I don't know what kind of orange you were thinking, but I told you it was going to be metal cast. Here's Mr. Deaver's. Has his name. There we go. Orange burst. Come on. I mean, I couldn't find anything wrong with it. So there's Mr. Deaver's body. Like I said, everything, I just got to finish painting those engines and assemble. most likely assemble tomorrow, I hope, but I'm not positive. And here's Mr. Kennedy's. I don't have his name, but same. I mean, you probably can't even tell them apart. I usually have a system, so it's real easy to make everything exact. Like you guys know, I build shit at work. Well, I build shit with a system. I always organize everything, so most things always go the same. So, but you know, we're only humans, so there can always be a little something different. But Mr. Kennedy had said he wants the other one, so there it is, buddy. But yeah, I got to finish those engines. As you've seen, all the other parts are painted. All the other parts are painted, and I just got to do them engines and then assemble it. And I went to Hobby Lobby to get that display case for Mr. Bruce this morning and came across the tuned El Camino. Like I said, I'm not collecting a bunch of stuff anymore, guys, and I'm not going to get all these, but I did want this, and I want that 57 Chevy. This was there. I almost grabbed it, but I was like, you know, I really don't, I'm trying to be super picky, and all I really want is, and I'll probably take that van if I see it, but only because it's kind of an oddball. But until I see it, I don't know. But I knew I wanted this El Camino and that 57 Chevy, but 57 Chevy wasn't there. But this El Camino was. And if there was more, I would have grabbed these guys just to throw them in y'all's packages because they are cool. That's a cool little El Camino. And then, I haven't been buying these either. Matter of fact, I got a lot I'm probably going to be getting rid of, but had a muscle machine transport. And look at that, it's got the C10. I'll turn around, you might be able to see it. Well, I guess it's the same. You can't see it either way. 72 C10 with white walls. I was like, that's pretty cool. Plus, I like the kind of Peterbilt style. More like probably a Mack. But cool little truck. I haven't really been getting all these anymore either. But certain ones. Like I said, I just want certain ones from now on. But I grabbed it and, you know, $15 at Hobby Lobby. But honestly, these things were, you know, $9.99 at Target. I don't know what they are now. Online, diecast direct Fairfield collectible, somewhere like that. They're $10.99, $11.99. But then you got to pay shipping, so it's like the same thing. But yeah, I don't plan on getting all this stuff too much, guys. I'm just cutting back. And thanks to everybody for the you know, all the comments on Mr. Deemable, the last video. I really appreciate it. So does the family. If y'all haven't had a chance, go back and read. There's a couple of his nephews had posted in there thanking all you guys. But I don't think they realized just how well he was known in the community, and we all knew that guy. He's just a great guy. But sounds like his family's just as nice as he is, and I sent him some flowers. I don't know anybody else did, but it doesn't hurt. Card, anything, just to let him know how much, you know, he was a great guy. He really was, guys. I mean, he was in so many different videos. Anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know, check them comments out if you like, and you'll see a couple of his nephews commented in there. His brother Danny doesn't do social media, so he doesn't really have any way to you know, comment or anything. He's probably not going to create a YouTube just to do that. But anyway, thanks guys for all of the comments. And then Mr. Keebler reached out when he saw that purple and said he'd like to have a 61 Impala, and I just was kind of working anyway, so I was like, well, maybe I can get one on there. And because in between things, I grab a couple things and I work on them. And this 61 Impala is, well, I'm kind of disappointed, honestly, but I'll show you in a minute, Mr. Keebler. But It still looks totally awesome, but man, you will not believe the story on this, guys. I had this whole thing done. You see his name? That's the last one I got. Um, I had it all painted and all, just like this, and name on it, everything. And I came down Wednesday morning. I painted it Tuesday night, cleared it. 5 coats of clear, deep as oh gosh, it's so deep. Anyway, I came down, and on the driver's side door there was a little speck, like a piece of dust had blown on it. I was so aggravated, so I took it and I sanded it off. And then I said, because you can do that, and then recoat it, and it's gone. And I made a major, I can't believe I forgot that. I completely overlooked that. And I took it back there and I cleared it. As soon as I sprayed it, it's like right on, awesome again. I always leave that room and I come back and I put it under my spotlight and I'll look at it with a magnifying glass. First, I'll look at it with the naked eye. Then if I don't see nothing, I'll look at it with the magnifying glass, make sure everything still looks good. Well, just like fungus grows on a fast forward video, all the clear just bubbled up across the whole car. Just totally screwed the whole car. And it hit me as soon as it started bubbling. Because if you guys have ever had that happen, it's weird. It starts out, you think you see something happening, but you're not sure. And then all of a sudden, boom, there's no denying it. And then it just grows like a fungus across the whole car. And as soon as it did that, it hit me. I knew exactly what I did. See, I use lacquers, and you could do all this. I could literally spray the purple on that car, and I can wait an hour. I could mask it off, and I could spray the silver. I could take the tape off immediately. I could wait an hour and I can put on my decals and I can clear coat that thing, be done with that whole thing in one day. I can clear coat, in one session, 3-4 hours. I can clear coat as many times as I want within 2 hours. You can even go a little past it as long as you keep maintaining clear. But if you stop and it's been 2 hours since you've cleared it, you're supposed to wait 2 days. So when I got up the next morning, I didn't need to clear it. Everything would have been fine. I could have saved the car by sanding it out like I did if I just didn't clear it for a couple more days. But no, I screwed it up completely. And so I had to strip that whole thing and start over. It really sucked. I was so mad. But anyway, let's bring it over and get a real good look at it. And I'll show you the only problem I have with it. And I almost stripped it again just because of it, but I'm not. But anyway, check that out, Betty. And the steering wheel, it's chain link. Remember them old chain link steering wheels on lowriders? Look at that. Ain't that cool? Chain link steering wheel. Look at that. 454 SS. Look at that glass, guys. You see the problem, Larry? See the roof, guys? A few little sparkles of metal flake got in there. I was like, dang, it's from that silver right there. I was like, son of a gun. I mean, it blows up big on the camera. With the naked eye, you can barely see it. You think you see some dust. But look at that. See one right there. But that's what'll make it pop out is its metal flake, and it grabs the light. But yeah, see if you get it. Look at that paint, guys. Just But yeah, that really bummed me out, buddy. And like I said, you can't really see it real good when you're just looking at the car. But when you put it under, a magnifying glass like this, which I've got this zoomed in on 3, you can really see it. And my lights, I didn't like how you could see they were like diamond cut, so I clear them now. After I put them on, I clear them and it rounds it off. See how they look round now? They look like round, real lights. They no longer look like them diamond cut gems. And except for the headlights, because I don't clear the chrome, so they still have diamond cut to the headlights. But yeah, this baby came out. Now some of it is dust. So look, say out on the hood, some of it is dust. Like there's only a few up there, but any dust gets on this baby, and boom, it looks like. I mean, it just sticks out. Look at that paint, guys. I'm not trying to stroke myself. I'm just saying, is that not awesome looking? And he wanted those wheels, which these are some nice wheels. Look at the brakes on them. Drilled and slotted rotors. Really sucks because I had to literally take one of these apart because the axle would not go through the brake rotor. It was just a fuzz too small. I had to literally sand down the axle to get it to go through there. It was a real bitch. And done the interior. Speakers. And some of the cars, like there's a, I don't know. Hold on, let me see if I can get to that. Just give me a second. There was a blue speck on the damn back window, but I couldn't really. Trying to get it off, and I don't even know where it came from. Sorry, guys. Hold on, I got it right with Microsoft. Anyway, there was a blue speck on the back glass, but yeah, there you go, buddy. See how you can't really, like I said, you can't really see it, but since it's metal flake, once it hits the right light, it'll boom, there it goes. Yeah, see the rest of that on there earlier was just dust. But yeah, like 4 little metal flakes. I was like, son of a beach. And you know what? I'm gonna put, don't worry, before it goes to you, you see this black? A lot of times before I ship these, I coat them with another thick coat of gloss black, so I'm sure I'll do that to this one too. I like them to leave nice and smooth. But yeah, and like I said, I didn't have Keebler or Jersey Devil, so I stuck Larry on there. That's his name. But that chain link steering wheel is just too cool, guys. I don't know if... I know Larry, I know Mr. Keebler will remember him. Got you a Route 66. I didn't have New Jersey, so this is Arizona. Route 66 license plate. But anyway, got her done there, Mr. Keebler. And I made another one for one of our channel guys. Get freebie he doesn't even know about. Let's put it up there. And I happen to have his name. So now sorry yours is, I used the new gloss metallic black, metal flake black I had. I thought would look cool. And I was actually already working on it when Mr. Keebler asked for his, and he asked for that specific purple. So I'm sorry if this one doesn't look as snazzy as Mr. Keebler's does. And mirrors. Oh, I didn't mention, did you see the mirrors on there, guys? I got some badass mirrors. Let me show them mirrors again. I'm sorry about that. Check out the mirrors I added to it. Are those not cool? You literally drill a hole in there and they mount. Is that not cool? And then I put the chrome on after the clear because otherwise it'll turn silver. But yeah, I forgot to mention that, Mr. Keebler. But yeah, got them on that too. And I put they're the same brand wheels, but they're not the same style. Let's bring it over a little closer. Back on up. But yeah, flawless paint job, but look at those wheels. They got brakes as well. And mirrors. This one has a license plate says, I see you 812, Florida. I didn't have New Mexico. This is going to a guy in New Mexico. Yes, it might be you, brother. But same thing. Cleared the lights after I put them on. The wheels roll. Everything rolls just fine. We got brakes on them. Mirrors. Chain link steering wheel. Detailed, same. Doesn't have the 454 on the hood or nothing because this is more of a straight up just lowrider look. But anyway, let's go ahead and show the name. Ow, Mr. Tapia! Look at that gloss. See, now this one, I'm telling you, with the naked eye, I can't see how it looks like there's something right in there. And as you see, this is metal flake black that's sprayed on there. I don't know if it came out not even or something, but you can see it on this camera, but I can't really see it when I'm looking at the car. But it almost looks like more metal flake landed in one spot there than it did everywhere else. Like maybe I didn't get the can shook up real good. That's not a good thing, especially with metal flake. You always got to make sure you shake them babies up real good, and I thought I did. But anyway, you see right there where the light's at. It's like a little more metal flake landed there or something. I don't know what's up with that. But trust me, you can't see it with the naked eye hardly at all. But yeah, look at that paint, guys. Ooh. But yeah, as for Mr. Tapia, I don't believe I've ever gave him a freebie. I try to give a lot of you guys freebies, and he's been around for a while. I know a lot of you guys will say, well, I haven't got one either. I'm working on it, guys. But yeah, I hope you like it, buddy. Like again, chain link steering wheel. I put 8-ball shifters in both of them. But yeah, look at that super cool chain link lowrider steering wheel. I don't know. Mr. Tapia probably remembers them too. I don't know. But yeah, back in the day, I mean, almost all lowriders in California had them things on there. Got chrome up over the back of the seat because a lot of these 61 Impalas had a piece of chrome trim. Big metal strip that went along the back of the seat like that. And they did sell, see that seat belt going up the seat in the middle there? They did sell shoulder straps you could buy to add to these cars, but what's weird about it is inside this car, they've got them there, but they're in the middle. I don't think, they were usually on the side, but maybe it was the middle because there wasn't a center post on the 61. So, but I went ahead and painted them because they were there. But you could actually get a shoulder belt to put in there. But yeah, I hope you like it, Mr. Tapia. And like I said, I know it's It's not as super flashy as that purple one, but it's a pretty smooth looking little car. And the bottoms are done. Oh yeah, I've signed and dated them. Eddie Tapia! And put my name under there. I did the same thing with yours too, Mr. Keebler. Ta-da! But yeah, I hope you like it, buddy. I mean, like I said, I know. Yeah, look at that. It does. It looks like more metal flake blasted in that spot or something. So weird. Cause trust me, when you got the car, you might barely see it, but you can't really see it. This camera, man, it shows everything. But yeah, this one here, this is a Tester's Extreme Lacquer black, metal flake black, sprayed. An hour later, I masked it off, and I used Tester's Silver Extreme. I use only Extreme Lacquer. I don't use Tester's enamel. And sprayed the silver, pulled the tape off immediately, and then I waited, I don't know, probably an hour, and I went ahead and painted. The back is painted black. By them lights is black. No metal flake if you look, it's just black. And then I paint chrome rings on the trim, and then I put the lenses on. And after I put the lenses on, about 5 minutes later, I cleared the whole thing. And then I stuck it to the side, let it sit for a few days. And, well, I'm sorry, I glued my mirrors on, and then I cleared the whole thing. Because the mirrors were I paint the mirrors black before I put them on, so I don't have to handle them. And then I glue them on, and then I clear the whole thing once the mirrors are on. But yeah, pretty sweet, buddy. Hope you like it, man. Like I said, I got some more people I want to do some. These are the Impalas Mr. Bruce and Mr. Spahar sent me. So, but I got some more I want to do, and cars for people. But yeah, let me put that out here. Mr. Keebler. And but yeah, Mr. Keebler saw that purple on that Challenger I did for Big A, and he's like, man, I want to buy a 64 or 61 Impala with that purple on there. Just let me know. And, what wheels you got? He had some wheels he sent me, but I had these here, and I think it looked good with either wheels. The ones I put on Mr. Tapia's or the ones I put on Eddie T. We'll call him Eddie T. That's Eddie T, Mr. Tapia, Eddie T. We got Eddie G, Eddie P, Eddie T. But either one of the wheels look great. So, but yeah, those are that. I was like, what a coincidence. I'm already kind of working on one. I was working on one for Eddie T, and when Mr. Keebler asked about that, and again, I know that purple looks super awesome, buddy, but I mean, I think this one looks good too. But I admit, when you compare it to that purple, it does look a little bit different. But it's a cool little lowrider. Now I was gonna stick a lot of the old Impala, especially the '64. They had these little short antennas that come out the back at an angle. But I didn't do that. I was going to, but I didn't. I just left it at that. I didn't want to go too crazy on it. But anyway, hopefully you guys like them, and let me know what you think. This isn't crooked. I probably just got one screw pulled down more than I do the other. See, I got screws in there. I bet I got one side pulled down more than the other. I always make sure my bodies go back together flat, because you'll find when you're doing custom, sometimes you'll put it back together and it didn't pull all the way down. You'll see people showing their custom and you're looking and you're like, hey, you ain't got your body tight, buddy. And And then again, sometimes they don't. Sometimes your customs are your castings are flawed that way, and that's how it was when you started. But yeah, there's those guys, and like I said, I hope to assemble um, the two gassers tomorrow, and then I got the other gassers I got to get, three more. The Plum Fizz for Mr. Johnson, Plum Fizz for Mr. Mini Stings, and the Day of Dead for Mr. Herrera. That's three more. And these guys, they take so damn long, guys. I'm telling you, there is just so much work to them. And so many different 3D parts, it's unbelievable. But they look good when they're done. I like them anyway. And then I got some other cars I got to do still. There's still tons of cars to do. Just tons of cars to do. And but anyway, hopefully those work. And I may try to put something else up on a sticker drawing. I don't know. But I think the other one that was up there is ready to go. I'll try to do that sticker drawing tomorrow. I printed off all the invoices this morning. I just got to transfer the numbers to the sheet and then do that sticker drawing tomorrow and get those cards gave away. And I may have something else put up there, I'm not sure. But I've just been busy trying to do these cars. So I guess that's where we're at. And also, I was telling you guys in Mr. Irredeemable's video after I got the picture, well, here's what he looks like, guys, because none of us really know what well, you know what I look like, but don't know what a lot of y'all look like. I never knew what Mr. Deemable looked like or anything. Well, the next day, Mr. Eddie T. He's like, hey, man, you was mentioning how you don't know what your friends look like. Here's a picture. He sent me a picture. Mr. Fern C., he sent me a picture. And so I got Fern C., I got Eddie T., Mr. Mark Ryan has sent a picture, Mr. Spahar and his wife, Mr. Pruce and his wife. I mean, so many of you have. And I didn't really think about it until after all that it really is nice to put a name with a face. Or a face with a name, I should say. So yeah, any of you guys decide you want to, I don't know, Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Johnston, I don't know, any of you guys decide you want to send a picture, send that baby to my email, and I'll know who I'm talking to. And I don't know, up to you guys. If you want everybody to see your picture, we'll sit down one day and do a video and show everybody's pictures. I don't know, but don't have to really do that. But you don't even have to send them. I was just saying, but appreciate it, Fern and Mr. Eddie T. It's because it's really weird. You don't really think about it, I guess, or I guess maybe we all kind of sit there and when you picture somebody or something, you just try to picture them by their character or whatever. What what they sound like. You think, well, I wonder what that guy looks like, but you just never really know. It's just like, I don't know, just hard to say. So anyway, anybody wants to share their picture, send it to my damn email. Unless you got my text, you can send it to my phone. Both of those guys have my phone. I believe Mondo, he sent me a picture of him before, but it was kind of far away. He was in his car. But yeah, don't hurt, guys. And I won't share it if you don't want to. I mean, Mr. Meat Butcher, Fletcher, Mr. Fleischer, the Meat Butcher. Oh, he sent me pictures. Of course, we've seen McNasty. I don't know. Maybe you guys. No, I've seen McNasty. Wait a minute. I think I've seen him in a video once. He sent me one once. Yeah, I think so. So I don't know. There's some of you like that I've seen. But anyway, guys, hope you like the cars. Again, Eddie T, I hope you like that. I don't believe I've gave you a freebie before. I know you bought a Try Me from me, gasser. I think it was one of my older style. I can't remember what I can't remember. But if I already gave you one before, oh well, here's another one. And I actually was gonna do one of these. Well, I better not say because I don't want to jinx myself. But I had a couple more guys I was gonna do a 61 Impala for, and because I've got 4 left. I still got Mr. Prue sent me 3 and Mr. Spahar sent me 3. So I've still got 4 left that I'm gonna most likely do something with. And I think that's it, guys. So I'm probably gonna pause here, go make myself a ribeye, eat it, come back down here and try to get these motors painted. I gotta paint the headers too. The darn headers. This is how the headers come, guys. You got to cut them off of there, right on that line, because that's the flange that mounts to the engine. Cut them off, paint them, which a lot of times I go ahead and paint them, and I cut them off afterwards. I go ahead and paint them while they're on there, and then I'll cut them off afterwards when they're already done. But I got to paint those and the engines. And like I said, I got some chrome already on the blower. But I still got to paint the rest of this baby. And there's a little bit to it. Then I got to assemble them, which assembly is a bit of a booger as well. Just everything about these gassers is a booger, guys. Oh, dang it. Where's my grill? What in the world happened? I'm missing the grill. I'm missing a grill. Oh, it's going to dry. Oh, there it is. Dang it. I didn't paint those either. All right, see that? You got to cut your front grill off, and then you got to make a piece of plastic, and you got to put it on there. Oh, come on. You got to put it on the bottom of your grill. See that? And this is little notches where the front of the engine lands in. And I've got to paint that flat black down there, all that back there, except for the front grill. So I got to paint those 2 things flat black. But that's nothing. But yeah, you got to do that or you have nothing. And plus, that's where my suspension, my front leaf springs land on that. Yeah, there's all kinds of parts you got to make for these things, guys. So anyway, those are the things I got left to paint. And so like I said, hopefully I'm assembling them tomorrow. If not, it won't be much longer. I'm almost done with them, and then on to the next ones, which, again, I'll probably work something else in between them because these gassers are exhausting, guys. I'm telling you, it is so much tedious work that it's just such, oh my goodness, it's a chore. Do one time, you'll see what I'm talking about. Well, if you're going to do all this extra stuff, if you're just going to strip it, throw a paint job on it, and put it back together with a wheel swap, well, shit, I could spend 10 or 15 of those out in a week. But all this other stuff, no, it takes some work to get that shit done. And even with these, I had to notch out the interior, the rear glass, and everything just to get them wheels in there. And because I lowered it just a fuzz, I could have lowered it more, but these wheels are kind of tall, so it's a little lower than. Well, you can't really tell. I guess you might be able to tell. See how they sit kind of high up there? Not super high. It's just the fuzz. It's only It's only a brass axle tube lower. Um, that's it. I could have lowered it a little more, but it's only a brass axle tube lower because I took these out and then I took a brass axle tube and I laid it on top of where the other ones were. And if I would have put different wheels, I could have brung it down more. But with those wheels, they're kind of tall. So when I put it together and looked at it, I was like, well, you know, that's a pretty good looking stance. I don't really need to go any lower than that. So that's why I left it at that. And they look just fine. But yeah, it's just an axle tube. And then I glue where the heck is it? Here it is. I glue the axle tube. I cut a piece and then I glue it in there. And then these come with an axle tube with a sleeve that pokes through and holds the wheel on. And that's how you can mount that and it'll spin. But I cut it and then I glue my brake to it. So it makes the whole thing, the whole axle solid. But if you tried to put the axle in, well, your shit ain't going to roll. Well, then I stick it in here. And then my wheel still rolls because it spins on the caliper. So all these wheels are spinning on the caliper. And what pins them there is that shaft in the middle comes all the way to the end. The shaft comes all the way to the end, and then the pin on the outside stabs into it and holds it. But it's hard to explain. Both of them will just keep spinning if you don't lock the rotor to something. So I glue the rotor to the shaft. And so now the wheel just sits there and spins on the shaft. Because the rotor, oh golly, it's too hard to explain, guys. Unless you've seen how they work, it's hard to explain. In other words, the back piece of the wheel spins on the rotor, the front piece spins on the shaft. So, because there's two separate pieces there that sandwich that rotor. Anyway, I done babbled on enough. Anyway, guys, hope you like them. Let me know what you think, Eddie T. I hope that's cool. What do you think about them mirrors, guys? Pretty cool, huh? They're itty bitty though. They're delicate as hell, man. Trying to get them off with a 3D printed deal without breaking them, because there's a little flange on the bottom that sits there. It's angled and it sits just perfectly in there. And if you don't watch it, you'll break that down. I destroyed my first one. I popped off. I think it comes with 6. A set comes with 6, or yeah, it's odd. Yeah, 6. Yeah, comes with enough to do 3 cars. One little deal comes with enough. Yeah, well, I screwed up one mirror. And I didn't look which one it was, but my luck is probably the passenger side mirror. Because, you know, I could still use, in other words, I probably screwed up the driver's side mirror. Because if I'd have screwed up the passenger side mirror, I could have still used the driver's side mirror, because sometimes there's only a mirror on the driver's side. But I can still use it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But anyway, there you go, guys. Hope you like them. And I know, once again, just ramble. Let's jump in there a little bit. I didn't put no license plate on the front. Yeah, so I don't know which ones I'm going to do next, but I might do an emerald green with the same setup. I don't know. I just don't know. But I'm sorry. I just wanted to zoom in on 5 and let that baby spin around once. I should have already had it on 5. Look at that purple, man. Dang. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, guys. I'm going to let you go. Thanks again to everybody for everything. And I really appreciate all the comments and support for Mr. Luz on the last video. Like I said, check them comments out. You'll see his nephews in there. Said thank you to all you guys. And anybody that sent flowers or a card or anything like that to that address, thanks for that as well. I'm sure they appreciated it. So, anyway, guys, let me know what you think about the cars. Peace. Outro.